We didn't want to face it. So what we did was we buried our heads in the work. We allowed our work to be the escape that we wanted. So when we do that, what happens is that we start to identify ourselves with the work. We start to find our peace in working hard for it, no matter what it is, even if it's your business. And you'll know that you could be so addicted to working your business that you'll be in it and working, and then you don't see results because you've been addicted to becoming so busy that you don't find forward moving solutions. You're only interested in creating things, but you're not interested in bringing solutions to the table so that your clients can get what they need. And even for me, I always got to check myself. If I see myself working hard all the time, and it's like, wait a minute, Jay, why are you working hard? What are you trying to escape from? Because I could tell there's a difference in my energy. There's a difference in my energy. So I will be feeling all like, oh, we getting it in. But then it's like, okay, but what are we getting it in for? What's the goal? What's the target? How are we moving? Like, yes, I'm supposed to be giving value. I'm supposed to be creating value. I'm supposed to be growing my audience. I'm supposed to be creating amazing content. But if I'm not moving the needle in my business, that's a problem because my company is suffering for it. What's my point? Is this pulling me closer to the idea, the highest level idea that I have for myself? Facebook, the reason why I'm live over here is because my YouTube was pulling up private. It was still private when it's supposed to be public so everybody can see it. So I wanted to just kind of give y'all some insight. So as a business and mindset coach, this is what I teach on. I teach on these pieces so that women can not only scale their businesses, but there is a sense of identifying themselves as a CEO of their company that happens to be a great coach, that happens to be a great consultant. Messaging is also discussed. Content is discussed. Frameworks are discussed. Methodologies are discussed. The consumer behavior and the psychologies are discussed. Offers and clarity for those offers. Like, are you preparing your clients for now and for later? What does the offer entail? Is it simple? Is it easy to grasp? Is it implementation rich? Is it supportive? Does it give the client a sense of understanding and resources that they can grab from and then utilize so that they can move on to self-mastery? Because at the end of the day, the whole point for your client is to be able to move on with or without you. They have to be able to survive without you. So if your clients are not being equipped to be experts without you, you need to go look at your curriculum again. You need to look at your support again. If you're watching this live Facebook, comment live so I can know who's here. I just want to give some sense of, I want y'all to understand, like, this is for real. This is a business. This is a company. You have to validate your work ethic, right? You got to validate your outcomes as well. So when we think about the work ethic, and I'm going to tell y'all this in 2023, we're going to 2024 in a minute. We're going to 2024 in a minute. That's around the corner. That ain't far from now. It's not far from now. Like we moving into a new year, a new round, a new place. So the way that you thought this year about your business is going to have to shift and change because you're going into a different realm. It's going to take you having to think differently. You can't think the way that you used to. You can't act the way that you used to. All that got to go. I'm just trying to help you. Because sometimes we really don't understand that this is where the rubber meets the road. You got to close up this year strong. You can't be already in 2024 until you finish what you started. You can't finish start the year and be like, oh, I'm all in. I'm going all in on my business. But then October is here and you didn't slow up. You need to go just as hard as you was trying to go in January. You need to go just as hard as you can right now. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Because some of y'all really are slowing down. Why are you slowing down? Why are we okay with that? The grass gets greener as you consistently keep going. You have to go towards the finish line. So your work ethic is like your internal rule book. It's your value system. It's non-negotiable. Like I work from this time to this time. My content days are this day between this time and this time. I structure my life so that I can create the life that I want to live. It has to be an aim, because the whole point, you don't want to work forever on the same startup level. Like the way that you're working right now is not the type of work, like you don't want to be doing like you're doing right now 10 years from now. Like that's not the aim. The first 5 to 10 years of your business, you're gonna be working your tail off. Unless you strike, offer and hurry up and scale fast. And a lot of times y'all are afraid of that. Like scaling fast feels hurtful. It hurts to scale fast. But if you can scale fast, you can get there quicker. Or you can scale consciously and sustain your scaling and then move on and pivot later. But if you're not, if you're not doing any of those things, then I question your work ethic, because you need that. So, this right here. So I've heard from people, right? I've heard from people say things like, this job, this business is not working the way I wanted to. I'm probably gonna get a second job, Jay. I'm probably gonna get a second or third job or whatever, just so I can pay. And it's like, Change how you think about that. Change how we think about that. I'm challenging you. Because see, the way that you're thinking, think about what you just said. Like if that isn't something that you've thought about, like I need to just go get another job, or I need to go get a second job. Has that came up in my mind before? Yes. Not anytime, close to this recent or anything, but that has happened in my second year, like my second year in business. I remember having a conversation with my coach at the time, and I said, I think I'm going back to work. She was like, really? And I remember sending my resume. It was a colleague of mine asked for my resume. He was like, oh, Jay, we got this recruiter job. You're just a recruiter leader. And just, I thought about you, and the position is paying 120 with, da-da-da-da-da. And in a panic, right? In a sense of panic, because I wasn't thinking about what I had just did. Y'all got to understand, when I did this, I had already made my first 100,000. I was on my way to 2. No, I had just hit 2. Sorry. Yes, I had just hit 2. Because I was out of town on a retreat when this happened. Y'all, I had already hit 200,000 in my business. I mean, hitting it. Do you hear me? Hitting it. And I remember I didn't even have to have an interview. They offered me the job straight up based on my resume. My colleague was like, you got the job. Y'all, immediately, the spirit was like, you literally made $100,000 in 5 months. You hit $200,000 in your business in like 9.5, 10 months. So you're gonna go and stretch out what you just done in a year when you can do that in less than 6 months? And I sat there, I just sunk. I was like, I literally just did this in half the time, less than half the time that they're giving me. These people offer me 120,000. Now you probably could say, oh man, you could have got that money. You could have just been stacking. But I was already doing like, y'all got to understand, I was already doing that. The biggest thing for entrepreneurs is time, right? Time is the most important. It's even more important than money. It's more important than money. A lot of y'all don't understand that. When you have more time, you can do more things. There's more opportunities. There's more like space to do and get creative. And you will come up, y'all, oh, read this is good. You're able to come up with more ideas that will lead you towards the highest end solution. So when some of us be thinking about, oh, I need to go get a job, what you are trying to do is you're selling your time back. You need to buy your time. You need to buy your, like I tell my clients, you need to buy your way out. That's your whole point. Like, I want freedom. I was in our conversation, the work ethic that we discussed is all about like, how do I get that back? Right. So many of y'all may have that question. Like, I used to work hard. I used to have this business and I used to do this and I used to do that. And I don't know what happened, because many of us tied the work that we were doing and the working of it, we were tying that to something negative. I shared this with my clients, is that most times, most of us start a business in a frustrating time of our life, in a low moment of our life. We were mad at our boss. We didn't like our jobs. We couldn't stand the way that we would work all day, working 14 hours, working 10 hours, working, sitting in traffic for a long time. That stuff gets stressful. And so you would start a business and saying, man, I'm getting my time back. I got to get out of here. I'm going to make my own rules. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm going to have my own structure. I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. This is something I'm passionate about. I can just build it up. I'm going to get some help. I'm going to get my website done. I'm going to get my branding, my photo shoot. I'm going to get all this done. But this is the piece. When you get free, that's when a lot of people start to get nervous, because freedom means self-mastery. You don't have nobody over your shoulder telling you to get to work. But your bank account is the only person, is the only person. That is telling you to get your tail to work. But this is the thing, when work ethic is involved, you have to have your own set of values. Like, your values have to matter. What are you diligent about? Your diligence matters. If I am diligent, if I'm willing to go all in, I got to be diligent. I got to be committed. A lot of people are not committed. A lot of people are not, they're here and there, they're everywhere. They don't offer, they don't set up calls, they don't do what it takes to get the person into their programs, on their calendar. They don't get the offers to them. Like, what am I doing to attracting my ideal client? How am I speaking online? It's a non-negotiable that if something like, I need to get up and I need to make it happen. For example, tonight, usually I go to bed after my weekly huddle. I'm usually very tired, but for some odd reason, I felt very, very energetic tonight. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna go live tonight. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna give some value, and I'm gonna go to bed. And that question from my client was a very good question to kind of piggyback on, because this is the thing. Many people do have an issue with their work ethic right now, and understandably so. But on the second leg of that, just because you are tired of your government, tired of capitalism, it's because I don't understand how you can have a business and not be a capitalist. Now, that's the part I don't understand. I don't care how much you want the systems to come down. I don't care. I am a capitalist. I will tell people that. Do I like the government? No, I do not. but I am a capitalist. I will take capitalism any day because I have visited socialist countries, and baby, that's not what you want to delve into. I know that sounds cute that, oh, well, you just make money and you just get money because you exist. Baby, I don't know if you want them problems. Cause it ain't all what it cracked up to be, baby. You think you don't like working now, you gonna have to work. Some of y'all better be very careful what you ask for. Cause some of y'all talking about, I'm growing my own food. That y'all don't even want to go outside to check the mailbox. And you talking about growing as hard, well, you gotta wait for your apples and wait for your bell peppers and wait for your I'm telling you, I like going to the grocery store, and maybe I need to make some neighbors with the farmers markets, because baby, I'm not trying to get out in the elements. I don't want to get out there. I'll look, let me plant some roses or some, let me do that. Let me play with the garden. Baby, you talking about going out there and I hate I hate the elements. I'm a Cancer sun and a Cancer rising. I like to be in the house. I don't like the elements. I like water. I love water. I'm a water sign. Now get somebody else to do it. That's my get out there and get in the soul. I'm not. I won't do that. So my work ethic is poor in that area. Okay, it's poor. It's poor in that area. But when it comes down to my business growth, that's a whole different conversation, right? But that's why I said some of y'all really just like, oh, I don't do this. I don't, I want this to happen, and I don't like the way this government set up. It's not, let me tell you something. It's the fact of the matter is that you see these billionaires up here, right? They have, all this money. They're not thinking about everybody. Well, yes, they are, because they gave y'all jobs. Like Amazon, the drivers, you're not supposed to be making this much as a CEO. I don't know where y'all get that from. I know that's triggering, but I don't understand. I don't understand how y'all think that that's supposed to. You're not supposed to be making billions of dollars like Jeff Bezos. He started the company. He's the mastermind behind it. Why do you think that you need to be making as much money as the creator, as the god of that company? You're the god of your company. Did you know that? Y'all don't like his, I ain't God. What I'm trying to tell you, a little G, okay? Calm down. Pipe down. You're a little G. So what I'm saying to you as well is that you are the creator of this corporation, this growing entity. It has its own person. Your business has its own consciousness. Did you know that your business has its own identity? And you give it that. It's not you, it's a part, it's an extension of your highest work. It's a part of your work. It's not who you are. So what you're doing is that you're setting your business, are y'all with me? You're setting your business up to support you as the human, as the woman, right? It's setting it up, setting the infrastructure for it to run so that it can support you on autopilot in so many ways. You got people coming in that want to be a part of what you got going on and get the outcome and the solution. But if you're not actively growing the thing, that's heavy right there. If you're not growing it, you can forget it. Because growth takes grit. Growth takes grit in the first couple of years. You don't have it down packed yet. You don't have anybody that you can pull from in your family per se and say, can you give me $50,000 to fund my company? Because to be in reality, y'all work ethic is so heavy and down. You take that $50,000 and you won't know what to do with it. Oh, I can invest in myself, but what you going to invest in? I'm gonna get some business cards from Vista Print. Really? Don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't, please don't. But you have to understand this, like if I'm going to build, if you're going to be serious about what you're doing, then you're going to have to understand, like, I got to get structure around my person, which is you. You got to get structure around who you are. You got to get structure around that. Who am I and why am I building this business? I got to reconnect with it. This is my way out. Y'all, your identity is you, but your company is going to be the way out. So guess what? This is going to hit you right here. Some of y'all need to understand that the United States of America per se, guess what? They speak business. It's a corporation. Y'all can look this up. This ain't hidden. This is the United States of America is a corporation. USA is a corporation. Ukraine, corporation. Israel, corporation. Look it up. Look it up. I'm not making this up. I'm just letting y'all know it's not a government. That's why y'all keep saying government. But our government's supposed to look out for its citizens. No, it's not. It's a company. All you think is they call it, it ain't, the president's not called a king for a reason. Silly. Governments have kings. Corporations have presidents and vice presidents. Y'all don't play. House of Representatives, you might as well just call them managers or supervisors. Like, seriously, like, that's literally, like, there is a hierarchy. You got C-suite, which is your executive branch. Look this stuff up. It is a corporation. That's why y'all get mad at these transactions that's going on. They sent $1 billion or $100 billion to this company, and I mean to this country, and we over here struggling. Those are transactions being made, baby, for resources. These are checks and balances. Y'all got to understand this. When they be sending money, I'd be like, oh, okay, like it's a transaction. Do y'all get that? This is the reason why there's no end to money. There's no recession going on. Like, literally, like, yes, Chelsea said, that was good. Yeah, corporations have, this is what this is. This is where you got kings and queens, like the queen over in England and the king over there. That's for aesthetics. They have no governing rule. Like, look it up. They have no rulership. They just there for aesthetics to look like something, but they have a regime over there. They have a whole, y'all. Transactions happen between corporations. Y'all pay attention to the economics. Stop looking at this from a voter. You're a shareholder. That's why you vote. You vote. You pay your taxes, you're an investor. Like, look at it from a corporate, they have to call it something else. So y'all can hush. Money is always circulating. That's what I said, when y'all be hearing this stuff with these countries be sharing transactions stuff, it's all It's money. There's no end. It's digital. It's air. They ain't got to do number punch some numbers in there and press enter and it's gone. Don't y'all understand that? Silly, silly, silly. That's how this works. That's why I said, like, you have to walk without a shadow of a doubt that money is always coming in and through me. It's always around me. Like, you sitting here right now, air is passing through, money is passing through you. When you're going to buy, I don't know, a salad or a cheeseburger or whatever y'all like to eat, you have money on a card most times. You have money on a card. It's air. It's digital. It's now you can tap your card. The thing has like technology, the magnetic thing is just, it's air. You don't even, like, y'all, it got to a point you don't even have to tap the thing all the way. It's just, you can hover. Don't you know people are making these things? Minds are making, people with strong work ethics are coming up with these ideals behind the scenes, and you're sitting here trying to figure out why you can't get out of bed to make a post. Are you kidding me? People are doing big things in the world, and your biggest issue of the day is, I need to find hashtags. Like, I gotta find like what, I'm just so tired of. That's the least of my worries, is to get online. Like, it's a privilege to post. It's the easiest thing in the world to do right now. Don't you know it's easy to make money right now for us? It's easy to make money right now. There are people right now that's going through and digitizing and creating, what is it called? They're creating 3D food printing and AI and Internet of Things, and transhumanism is happening, and they're building new humans, they're building new labs to grow embryos without a mother or a father. Y'all, these things are happening. And you mean, ooh, I ain't meant to do that, y'all. Hold on. Sorry. Sorry, y'all. That the things that are happening, like, it's the easiest job. It's literally the easiest. So while you're in your feelings about what to post or about what to say, and you got a whole offer, like, you need to just put out there, you need to make it. I'm just telling you. So you need to take initiative. That's the last thing I'm gonna talk about right quick. You need to take initiative. You need to take initiative. You have to be proactive. See, this is another thing about being free. Y'all let me know. Tap on the screen and give me some hearts if y'all still here. If you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay. I want to make sure y'all are good, especially TikTok, because TikTok had something to come up, call came up. You have to take initiative. You can't be reactive all the time. You can't only work in your business when you need money. You can't only work in your business when bills are due. Okay? You cannot only focus on business when you're bored, or when you heard a conversation or something motivating about something, and you just start, and in 2 or 3 days you motivate and you stop again. You have to be proactive. You have to get to a place where you get ahead of yourself. You get ahead of your problems. That's good right there. You got to get to a place where you're working ahead, because you want to get ahead of problems and ahead of your mind. Because many times, if you are programmed for I don't know, let's see, program for the middle class, and you know you're trying to go to the wealth class, that means you got to run faster than when your mind starts getting to a place where it becomes complacent. Because complacency will set in the longer you sit. Did y'all catch that? And that's a middle class mindset when you become complacent, which means you settle for what, you just settle for the mediocre. You just settle for just enough. You settle for, okay, only 3 people signed up, or only 5 people came in, or that's unacceptable. I need more than that. I need to get ahead of myself, because if I stay in these problems, I'm never going to see the solution. And the longer I sit with the problem, the longer I have to sit in the problem. And then on top of that, it'll get to a place where I get burnt out because I'm doing things that are not in alignment and don't feel good to me. These are the things we talk about. These are exactly what we talk about in my program. The program is built for women who want to become CEOs and who want to grow a business and scale. That's literally what this is. So when you're getting online and you keep like, I don't know if anything is happening, I don't know if anything's growing. It's not growing because you don't have the structure. And then on top of that, you need somebody to coach you, because freedom costs to keep. I got to keep this. You're being trained to think high level. You got to always think high level. Because if you get in your mind and you start thinking about, man, I got to go get a job so I can, no, you ain't going to get no job. I just need to do more of what I already know how to do. So that means if I know how to close clients, that means I just need to rev it up so that I can get ahead. The more I get ahead, that means that I can get somebody to help me, and I'm scaling. Did y'all catch that? I got a 6-page PDF case study. It's free. You need to go look at it. If you have questions about how I'm able to get my clients there, you need to go look at it. The case study is very comprehensive. You need to get it so you can understand how I work. I know I get on here and be, ranting and raving and fussing, but that's because I want us to do better when it comes down to what we say we're doing. We can't say we're doing something and in reality, we're really not doing it. Because I'm going to tell you this, what you do offline is always going to show up. I can tell when people are not doing the work. I can tell what you do offline matters. It's not when you show up and you pretty on camera. Yes, that does have something to do with the success, but what you do offline also has a really big part in your growth process. And that's what people don't get to see. If people don't see you, what are you doing when folks are not seeing you? Are you building relationships? Are you having conversations with people in the DMs? Well, I don't like the DMs. Well, find something. I don't care what it is, email, phone calls, do something. Doing nothing is unacceptable. I'm just telling you. If you know that your bank account is low, I don't understand how y'all pick and choose. Like, it's like people want to be poor because they don't want to do all this stuff. Like, why do you, like, I don't understand that. Like, if I got to, me and my best friend, she just popped up on TikTok. Like, I literally, like, if we looking at, like, every day we got to do what we got to do until we get to the promised land. That's just what this is. A lot of people don't want to do that. Oh, that's too much. I don't want to post every day. Good. Give me your clients then. Because what they going to do out there, if you ain't showing up, let me get them. Because I'm going to tell you this, people are going to hire the ones they see the most. And I can't even be mad at that, because I used to get mad like, oh my God, this person is always, and I'm smarter than her. Prove it. She got all these followers and I know more than her. Prove it. That person just get online more than you do. This one girl said, I'll never forget it. She said, I don't know where I saw this post. I wish I would have saved it. And she was talking about how she posts, like I post and I make sure I'm seen every day. whatever I got to do to make it happen. So somebody said, well, do you post? Like, do you be on your phone all day? No, it was a girl that asked this guy that. And he said, yeah. He said, I literally make $10,000, $15,000 a day. He said, it pays very well to be on your phone all day. But he said, he said, I'm on my 32nd trip this year too. So y'all got to stop doing that. Like when y'all be saying all the stuff that you don't want to do because it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel, it's always feel. No, See, when like my clients will tell me one of the reasons why they hire me is because I'm consistent. So if I am consistent online, that means I'm consistent as a coach to them. Which means I'm not gonna dip out on you and go missing for 3 weeks and you ain't gonna know where I'm at. Are we having a coaching call tonight? Because I ain't seen Coach stop my email. You ain't gotta worry where I'm at. I'm gonna be trying to find you if I don't see you. When I show up online consistently, guess what? I'm consistent even as a coach to my clients. See, I don't work but maybe 15 hours a week. And that's including marketing, sales, client work, and showing up once a week on my huddle calls. I do once a week huddle calls. And they are not required to come, but I tell them, I encourage them to come because that's the time where they get coached. Other than that, they have a course, they have each other, they have friendships, they have connections. It is a space where they can learn and glean from each other because it's a like-minded community and it's high vibe. I don't do low vibe stuff. They gotta go. I don't do all that. That's why you got to make sure that when you are growing your business, that you're growing and you're learning from your clients, you're learning what type of client that you want to work with. That's why I tell people, like, I don't understand how y'all not growing. You're supposed to be doing research with every client you close. Like, does this client fit the bill? Let me see her mannerisms. Let me see how consistent she is. How is she giving her all to the business? What are some of her hangups? What are some of her questions? What are some of her hesitations? These things matter. I don't do Amazon. I do coaching businesses and consulting companies. So I wouldn't even know. You probably have to find somebody that does, is it drop shipping? That's why I don't even act like I see. That's another thing. I know my lane. If somebody told me how to market my salon, I don't know how to do that, but I got clients that do that. I could connect you with my client. That's not my business. You got to know what lane. I don't be trying to dip in everybody's pot. There is a person out there. You are so welcome. Thank you for asking the question. I'm just trying to give y'all some insight to not give up, to not give up. Because giving up is very easy right now. It's very easy to give up. It's very easy to throw in the towel. It's very easy to listen to what people are saying out there. Always inflation and always this and always that. Like, you need to know what your consumer is going through, like your ideal client, your ideal buyer. Those people you need to know, because I'm gonna tell you this, even though you're sitting in abundance, because as an entrepreneur, once you, and I tell my clients this too, they on Facebook and here too, is that when you learn how to create money out of nowhere, you can't unsee that. That's why I don't understand, like, how y'all don't understand, like, when you know how to create money out of the clear blue, it's very hard to unsee yourself doing that. Like, you can't, like, for me to go to a job and sit in a cubicle and wait for somebody else to give me a check, that feels off to me. Like, I'm already getting like, Like hairs is standing up on my back. Like my spinal cord jiggled a little bit when I said, I just cannot. I gotta wait 2 weeks for you to pay me. That's not gonna work for me, but I can make that whole check every day for the rest of the week. That'll make, I don't like that feeling. No, because I can literally launch something, a course or something, and I can make my whole check in that day. I don't have like, that's not gonna work. I'm not waiting for money. I'm not gonna do that. Well, you can get you a part-time job and do what? That little money? Well, somebody rely on that. That's them, not me. That's not gonna work for me. That's another thing. Y'all need to stop putting other people's issues onto your situation. Well, other people will be just grateful to have. Okay, but let other people get it. I'm not doing it. I'm not saying not to be grateful but you mean to tell me there are 1,007 ways for you to produce income? Like you don't have. I want y'all to understand what I'm saying. I'm not trying to be funny. It's literally, that's what it is. When you learn how to create money at will, Facebook, y'all quiet. I don't know if y'all went to sleep or what. When I'm telling you, it's literally there. When you learn how to create money at will, you can't turn back from that. It's something that happens in you and be like, no, I didn't see the promised land. I ain't got to do all that. I ain't got to do all that. Hey, Asia. Hey, so who's all on here? Melissa on here, Mika on here, Asia. Like, I just, when you learn how to do it, it's like, yeah, it's going to be a strong no for me. Hard no. I'm talking about rock, concrete. Like, I can't. Because once you've gotten a taste of the time and the freedom to, like one of my clients, she just went on a conference this week, like to learn and to grow. Like these things matter. Like when you can get in front and in places of high value where you're around other high like-minded, everybody going somewhere. That's why a lot of y'all, like, if you're around people that's always talking about coupons and clearance racks and so-and-so got a sale and girl, you better save your money and you need to put that little money back and girl, we trying to raise up our credit score and all of a sudden, you are dealing with a middle class round. And so you're going to always think that survival and the basis is where you need to stay at, because the only problem, like the only solution that you have when things get low and get off is to hurry up and go find a job. Like, let me get online. Not thinking, hello, somebody, do you understand that now you gotta find, you gotta get online, get your resume together, right? You gotta find the right company, you gotta find the right role. And see, I'm a recruiter. Like I'm a recruiter by trade and a therapist by trade. So I didn't been there, done that. I could get a job tomorrow if I want to, but I'm not interested. And I gotta wait on the interview. So I gotta go and perform at an interview and talk to them about my credentials and be side-eyeing them because I don't want to talk to them. Because it's like, now I gotta impress you for me to feel worthy to get in this seat. Why should I hire you? I don't know, baby. I really don't even know why I'm here. See, I really got smart mouth. They'll be like, thank you for your time. I would have to leave then. Because I'm having revelations and being disobedient sitting in that chair talking to these people. See, I know where me. But see, that's time. You see what I'm saying? There's time. And you could be spending that time growing and learning and building relationships. Don't y'all know that sales ain't nothing but building relationships over time and offering solutions? If people don't want it, you go to the next person. That's literally it. But we'll sit and struggle and try to shop around for somebody cheap to work with us and cheap that's going to work. Oh my God, I need a coach, but I'm just, no, you need to focus. Where is your work ethic? This is why you in and out. You can be in and out all the time. Where are you going to settle yourself and grow the thing? So you can scale and move on. That's when you will have more time for your children. You have more time. I'm like, if you're not a mom, and if I didn't have children, like if I didn't have a child, I would specifically be building my business for when I wanted to have a baby. If you're a mom and you have children and you have, like, you need to be building, so like your business, whole business model should be so you can have more time with them. Look, I told you, I work with 15, maybe 15 hours a week. It seems like I work all the time, but that's because I just put my posts, I schedule my posts. I just be in your face a lot because I want to be in your face a lot. I'm supposed to be in your face a lot. Do y'all not understand that? That's how I keep my business rolling. I'm in your face. Trust is low. I'm tired of going live. Trust is low. It's not about you. It's about your ideal client. Y'all stop doing that. Trust is low. People that have been in and out of coaching programs for 3 years. They know a fraud from like 2 meters away. They know them. They can smell them from a block down the street, a city ahead. They know a fraud. They know the real ones and they know the ones that ain't doing. That's why a lot of them didn't have to go. I'm trying to help you. You think I'm going to sit up here and say, I'm just so tired. No, I'm going to get on here on Go Live if I got to go on here to go live to calm the nervous system of some of y'all that are nervous about hiring a coach. And if you want to hire me, let's talk about it. Let's discuss. Let's stop running away. Let's make a deal. Let's get you to where you need to go. But I show up because that's how I'm showing up for my clients. Ain't no change in me. I'm consistent. I'm very consistent. I'm not even bragging about that, but that's me. Anytime I put anything that my hand is on, it has to do well. Like I don't play about that. Like even when I was in corporate America, like my name, like anything I was doing, it was top-notch excellence. I just didn't play about that. Now, am I perfect? No. I will be the first one to tell you I am not perfect. If you want a perfect coach, I'm not it. I'm going to tell you straight up. If you want a perfect coach, go to somebody else because I'm not perfect. Am I going to be on you? Yes. Do I give you tools and proven methods? Yes. Do I give you a great high vibe community? Yes. Do I give you tools and systems that give you an outcome that you desire? Yes. But if you're looking for perfection, it ain't happening because you ain't perfect either. That's something you got to be perfect. Well, I just don't want anybody to feel like I just see so many other people doing. Stop looking at other people. You. It's about you. It's about you. Do the best you can and do better later. Put it out there. Get people in there to validate it. Like get people to prove it. And then I told you, some people are trying to make up their mind. Like, do I really want to hire Jay? I really like Jay. I really like Jay. What do you like? Because you may not like me as your coach because I'm going to push you. I'm sorry. You may love me, but then you go, she's really pushing us. I'm supposed to. I mean, I'm not a cuddle buddy. I don't cuddle. I'm gonna tell you when you're making up stories. I'm gonna remind you that you're amazing. And you got to stay on that track. Like we're going to the land of amazing. Like we're going to the land of greatness. Like we're not staying back here in mediocrity and complacency because why would we do this? This makes no sense. Like you didn't pay me money to stay back. Like who does that? You didn't pay me money to stay mediocre and average. Like you didn't, Here we go. You don't pay somebody and stay in your problem. Like, I just think that's so off to me. Who pays somebody to stay in a problem and then want to challenge you on it? Don't defend your problem. There are people right now where I just got so much. Why are you you're defending the problem? We get rid of them. That's the whole point. Okay, so what we're gonna do to fix it? You already said, like, I got so much going on. Okay, so how do we stop having so much going on so we can get on with it? Let's stop having so much going on. Say no to some of the stuff that's going on so that we can go on. Amen. That was good. If I got too much going on, everything stopped. Like, I'd be like, there's too much. Let me sit right here because I got too much chaos around me and somebody got to go. Somebody is causing it. And I got to fire whoever is in my life that's causing me chaos. If my emotions are off, if it's somebody in a relationship with, you got to go. I ain't got but one life, and you not gonna jack up my nervous system all because you mad at me for not calling you or texting you back or something silly. We don't know. You bye. I'm not doing it. This is my life right here. I'm going out empty, and I'll be doggone. You come over here and you jack up my nervous system because you upset. Bye. Nope. I ain't heard from you. You not. I gotta go. I'm not gonna sit on the phone for 2-3 hours to talk about baby daddies and what so-and-so got going on and why. Well, you know, they having a barbecue over there. I'm not coming. Don't ask me. If we're not talking about land and wills and trust funds and we're not talking about a family enterprise or enterprise period. If we're not talking about things that are going to move us forward, don't expect me to be at the family reunion this year. I'm not coming. Well, you know, so-and-so turning so-and-so. Happy birthday. Well, you know, everybody said they going to the Christmas party this year. If I'm not at my goal, follow la and leave me out. And I don't even feel bad about saying it. Because I know what it's like. I'm telling you, don't play with me. I have been places where Thanksgiving, I went and got me a plate. I hugged everybody and I was on out the door. Jay, you can at least come in and speak. I'll speak, but I'm leaving. And Christmas, I let my baby, I let my baby over her gifts for 2-3 hours, took pictures. I'm gonna love you. And went and closed the deal. Because see, the train keeps moving on holidays. People be like, Jay, you close. Y'all, I close deals on Mother's Day. It's Mother's Day. You should be somewhere relaxing. Baby, this is a business. I'm a mother, whether it's my day or not. I don't care about that. Right. Chelsea said it gets to the point where we even celebrate. Like some people, but it's Thanksgiving. Okay. What's your point? I give thanks every day. I mean, but your family is family. We'll go spend time with yours then. So you do not have to be savage as I am. But I tell people, like, I remember this, I was in this mastermind, this man was like, I'm not watching the football game and I ain't got no money in my bank account. He said, I don't understand it. Like, how y'all sit up here making all this, like, watching all these games and you don't have any money in your bank account. He said, I don't understand how you spend the time with your family and sitting there and you have no money in your bank account. And you have a business, you have a company. That's why I like identify with that. You have to get to a place. This is where the tried and true are tested right here in the middle. You got you starting. I want to grow. I want to grow. I want to have my own time. I want to be able to do this. I want to be able to do that. But then y'all don't understand to get over there. To the promise. The promise is way down here where it takes a special person. On I saw myself speaking to 20,000 people, and I was doing a TED talk, and I was buying my folks and them their own house. I paid their stuff. You all this was a dream, correct? Okay, so what you saw was the end game. That's something that has already happened in the future. Did you see how I put that? That was a finished work. But you ain't gonna see it if your work ethic is trash. You're not going to see it. Do I need to make sure I put that in perspective for you? So if you say I had a vision that I had a multi-million-dollar company and I was flying all over the world, but you ain't worked in your business in 2 months. I mean, no, you ain't gonna be flying around the world doing anything business related because you can't even get up and do what it takes now to even go over there. What that woman that you saw in the dream, I know I'm preaching. What that you saw in the dream was a woman who had work ethic. That was a woman who could manage what she was doing right now. And that takes discipline. You get to different levels. Once you get to your first million, then there's another shift that you have to make. And then you go on from there. So every level, there's a shift, but you're going to evolve as you go. This is why humans are under siege right now. New humans have to be created because these humans ain't did nothing innovative in the past 20 years. We did nothing. Our greatest achievement was Facebook and ebooks, digital products. That's all we know how to do is Facebook and digital products. And ChatGPT. So now we have to usher in a whole new evolutionary process because these humans didn't get it right. So now you're mad because there's so much AI stuff going, everything is AI. Well, sorry, humanity failed. So they gotta make another one. I'm here for it. I don't even care. Bring it on. I want to see it. I want to see it before I leave here. I want to see it. But we got to get this together. That takes another level person. It ain't you now. The woman that's gonna get over there, it is not you today. It's not you today because you're lazy. Oh, no, she didn't. She called me lazy. I can't believe she said that. It's triggered me. Good. Stop being lazy. You got too much stuff going on. You got too many goals and stuff. You lay around too much. Get up. Get up. You are literally you're using your phone. Like you can run your whole business on your phone. Are you kidding me? And you can tell me you can't even do that. You in the bed. Y'all can send proposals from my phone. Like this had dope. Like my ancestors are jealous. And like she is living my wildest dream. But she get to be in the air condition in her own place, sitting with a ring light that I got off Amazon and a laptop, a Mac, what is it, MacBook? And that's it. And the internet, Wi-Fi, and social media that I don't have to pay for. I don't have to pay to be on TikTok, and I don't have to pay to be on Facebook. Are you kidding me? Canva. And I'm over here mad because I'm like, I don't want to post. Like, I don't like problems. I have a kid that don't eat air. She don't eat air. I promise you she don't eat air. So what are you going to do now that you know that this is the time in the seasons, this is the best time to be building? Like, I don't care if eggs go up to $25 a dozen. Buy the eggs and go sit down and keep going. Y'all be saying stuff like, did y'all see how high gas is? I just pump my gas. I don't even complain. I just pump the gas. Do y'all see how high eggs are? The only reason why you're paying attention is because you're paying attention to your bank account. You at will, you're an entrepreneur. Are you kidding me? You can make money whenever you want to. Stop being inconsistent. The money comes in when you go in. Oh, it's like, stop. Get your structure. Look at what you're doing every day. What do you do every day? We're finna get ready to go. Like, what do you do every day? I ain't even got no excuse. Okay, so that goes back to my point. You're reactive. Get proactive. The Matrix CEO coaching program is open. It's open. Get help so you can get out of your problems. Stop keeping your problems. I don't understand. I gotta keep a coach. I really do, because I whine and complain when I'm not on live and when I'm not coaching my clients. I have somebody I can whine and complain to. I have somebody I can cry to, because my nervous system is crazy sometimes. I got to keep a coach, baby. I don't care if I got to sell fish plates. I'm going to hire a coach. That's just me. Every year. I'm investing. I'm sorry. I don't see how y'all do it out here without a coach. Like, I've invested in so many coaches. You're supposed to, silly. What do you think the wealthy does? Like, the wealthy keep a mentor. They keep coaches. They keep somebody they can go to and ask. There's a value exchange. Do y'all not understand it? Like, it's the silliest thing I've ever heard. You have to have, like, you can't get out here and do this stuff on your own. You gotta have help. Because your emotions as a woman, you get off. This is why I can get on. This is the God honest truth. This is exactly why I'm able to show up to my clients powerfully, because I have an outlet. When I don't have a coach or a mentor, I don't have anybody I can unleash to. I don't have anybody that I can. That's crazy to me. I mean, you ain't even got to hire me. Go to somebody. Like, hire somebody. I don't care. But this is why you ain't moving. This is why nothing in your business is moving, because you don't have anybody to springboard and reason with. Like, okay, coach, I'm having this issue. I will have, my clients will do the Voxer. Hey, Coach Jay, I got a question about this. I need to know, I got a client that's doing this. It's just like when I was in HR, and some of y'all that's in HR, you understand. In HR, best practices, because HR was fluid and it was situation by situation, you had to have other HR mentors, someone who's more senior to help you with high level problems. You have to have a mentor in that field, because sometimes these employees will come to us with things and you be like, wait a minute, let me go get somebody there, because I don't know. This is different. And you would have to use your best judgment and discernment. Tori, thank you, Tori. Yes, HR consulting right there. You had to ask, you had to get some insight so you can make a high level best practice decision before you execute the judgment. You can't just wing it and say, well, I think it goes like this. No. Let me go get some confirmation first, because when you're dealing as a coach, you're dealing with people and consumers and clients, and you're dealing with contracts. These are legal documents, and you need to make sure that wherever you're executing to your clients, that it is correct and that there are contracts to back you up so that you are, that you are passing down information that is law, that is information and documentation. So terms and conditions are met on both ends. If your client is coming to you with something and you ain't got your ducks in a row because you ain't got no contract on the books, you ain't got your terms and conditions laid out clearly, they can come back and sue your tail. They can come back and say something. As a client, as a coach, there are mutual benefits and expectations on both ends. So as coaches, if you have clients and you don't know how to, I need to go, and you're going off of what you think, and that client be like, no, you need to be able to make best practice decisions and high level decision making concerning your clients, and you need to know when to stand in your power and when to stand down. And again, y'all's work ethic is not up to par, which means you're not scaling. You don't even have a bit. Some of y'all ain't even charging for clients, which I think is, now that's just right there. I don't do volunteer work. This is why this industry is turning into, because I'm gonna tell you, I'm a coach for real. Like I'm a coach for, I am not, like I'm marketing, but I am not a marketer. I know that I have to market, but I'm a sales. I know how to run businesses. But this is the thing. I'm a coach, but there are people out there that will call themselves a coach and they're really not coaches, they're marketers. There's a difference. I hold space. Coaches are people that hold space. They can, they can hold space for their clients when their clients are coming to them crying, or when they're coming to them, they don't know. And when they come, when they have questions, or when they come and have something very critical for their clients and they don't know what to do. Can you hold space for them? This ain't surface level. This is deep soul, deep stuff. And some of y'all don't have the bandwidth or understand of how that works. What is the outcome? What is the promise? What is the bylaws? What is the manifesto? What are the values that you have in your program? What do you have in your contract? What does your terms and conditions say? What are the client requirements? What did you communicate to the client? What did you tell her last time? What did you tell them that it was going to happen next time? What were the promises and some of the expectations that y'all kept? What are some of these things? These things have to be discussed, because this is why our industry is very lucrative. Don't get me wrong, coaching is a necessity. The middle class doesn't appreciate it because they want to stay in that class. You got to go to people that have the resources and appreciate the value. That's why a lot of y'all are not moving the needle, is because you're trying to sell to people and trying to coach people that are trying to survive. They're not interested in coaching. They're only interested in chicken and eating and paper towels and making rent. I gotta go. I'm going to bed. I gotta go to bed. You can't sell to people that are struggling. I just want to help them. They are not looking to be coached. Stop it. That is imposter. That's fraudulent. You know good and doggone well these people cannot afford coaching, and they won't even stick to your process because they're too busy focused on surviving. That's the issue. If this person say they are not employed and you know they don't have any money, don't take no money from them. Give them a free from an audit, or give them a free ebook or some lead magnet that you have, and help them and move on. But do not sit up there and try to sell a $3, $4, $5, $7, $10,000 program to somebody who's unemployed. If they're telling you their lack, you don't offer them abundance. You offer them, listen, I'm gonna give you some fish. Here you go. When you're ready to be taught how to fish, I got you. Because if I can teach you how to fish, that's a process in itself. You want to make sure you are secure and safe and in your body when you are helping someone do that, when you are helping yourself get there. That's what I tell people. Don't come to me if you struggling in your life. You come to me when you're ready to fix your problem. And the problem, I guarantee you, is not that you're trying to make rent or make the light bill. You want to grow your business. You're safe and secure in yourself. Don't do that to me. There are people right now that try to put that on you. Well, I see you and I'm ready to make some money. Slow your roll because I got a process. Don't come over here with that mess. Keep that struggle bus over there. You're not putting me in that position. I don't care if I got a negative in my bank account. I would tell you no, absolutely not. You're not gonna put me in that predicament because I have a process, and you are not gonna sit up here and spear out of control and have a breakdown because you didn't make rent in 2 weeks and you thought you were gonna make $10,000 with no audience and no offer that you clear on. Don't play. Don't play. Don't even do that. You can go get my course. You can go get that 6-figure emotional toolkit that I got and get yourself together to prepare yourself to sell. Don't do that. And I teach my clients the same thing. We drill through that stuff. That is for real. Most of your clients, I'm gonna tell you now, and I'm getting off of here because I gotta go. Most of the clients that you are supposed to be serving, they have money. And most of them, some of them make more money than you. And they're secure and safe in their bodies. They want something more. They want something more. So if you're ready to move, if you're ready to grow and scale, if you're ready to treat your business like a business, if you're ready to get freedom and scale with a group coaching or some type of scalable offer where you can serve a one-to-many model, so as a woman, you can get your time back. I'm here. I have more than enough social proof and YouTube videos to show how I can help. But you got to come ready. You got to come ready for the work, and you got to ready to be coached. All right. I love y'all so much. Follow me, get into my link in my profile. Look at what I got going on and get on my schedule. Let's go. Get in my DMs if you got questions. If you're ready to go, let's go. Stop overthinking this stuff. We tired. I'm over it. It's wasting time. All right. Love y'all. Bye, TikTok. Yeah, we got to go. We got to go. All right, Facebook, go to bed. Bye.